So this is a colossal, monumental, immensely sumptuous, exciting, paradigm-changing deal. All the astrologers are talking about it because this doesn't happen every lifetime. Also, to make it even more special, that I will talk about in coming months, Saturn will follow suit in May to join Neptune in Aries. That's a whole other story on how the materializing Saturn of dreams, magic, spirituality, Neptune, for the individual, Aries, is coming into consciousness. But again, that's for another time. For the moment, I'll talk about Neptune's ingress into Aries and how that is playing in with these two very personal retrogrades, and also the new moon solar eclipse in Aries the day before this occurs. Could have happened any time, but nope, happens at the same time that this Neptune shifts and dissolves the Earth's, collectives, individuals' energy timelines. See what I mean when there's a lot of energies here, a lot of layers, a lot of choreography. So what do we do with this? First, you understand that this period of time, let's say 25th of March till the 1st of April, that again, that energy is from about 25th of March to the 1st of April. This period of time is a very compressed period that you've probably already been experiencing on some level of great release and dissolving and letting go of heart attachments with Venus and mindsets, mentalities, and mind attachments, Mercury. They both conjunct Neptune for the second time in their retrograde together as this outer planet enters a whole new zodiac cycle, bringing this change, shift, beginning and ending to you personally, because they're personal planets. And they won't ever touch Neptune in Pisces again, ever. Well, for another 165 years. So from now on, the conjunctions are all going to be in Aries. So that means that whatever Neptune and Pisces is requiring you to accept, to lift the veil of illusion and release whatever spell you've been under or been keeping yourself under, because Neptune in Pisces is like the floating fairy godmother that you always want to just snuggle up to, but she doesn't live in the 3D reality that you occupy. So whatever it is that you are being required to release, whatever you must now unconditionally, Pisces, accept, love, thank, and release to end, is here in this period of time, especially on the 30th of March and after. It's going to rear its head in a very strong way. This will not be over because Neptune stations retrograde at the beginning of July, re-enters Pisces at the end of October, stations direct in December, and won't re-enter Pisces again to conjunct Saturn in Aries until 2026. I think I just said won't re-enter Pisces again. It won't re-enter Aries again, and then will conjunct Saturn in Aries until 2026. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. So this isn't over. It's just beginning. It's the beginning of the endings that begin the beginning. Neptune can be confusing. What can I say? So if this is working personally with you, if you have strong Pisces in your chart, if you have Neptune strong in your chart, or if the last degrees of Pisces and the beginning degrees of Aries are occupied in your chart, you will feel this more strongly. The ingress into Aries will be like the brightest light after being in the fog, and you'll feel the difference in your sensitivities. They'll feel sharper, more in focus, more like they belong to you. This is where you can take the reins, Aries, on your own personal individual dreams, energy, frequency. This may open up a whole new way of understanding how energy works, how your energy works, and how that can shape your life and the very essence of who you are very powerfully. Neptune represents spirituality, so there will be huge changes in religions and the way people worship. It will start to have a more individual tone to it. Everyone has access to their own spiritual essence, your soul essence here. And this is what is going to be brought to the forefront in a very forthright way with Neptune in Aries. Collectively, illusions, lies, falsities, uncertainties will be thrust into the limelight, into prominence. And this will be, this will be around health and about religions. That's all I'll say. So we have a period here of Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde re-entering Neptune's sign of Pisces, conjuncting Neptune as Neptune enters a new sign, now ruling these two planets from a different sign. So the significant endings that your heart and mind are going to be shown are now linked to this Neptune in Aries, your identity, your sovereignty, especially your emotional and energetic sovereignty and ascendancy. What is rising into growth with Aries for your highest good, Neptune. Neptune can also tip into extremes here, especially in Aries. So there can be some fanaticism here because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So we can express in a more unmatured, unintegrated, and therefore sometimes chaotic way. And a crucial piece of wisdom that I think is the most important during this time when you may be feeling swept along by the shifts, changes, upgrades, endings, what have yous. And you could be feeling this on any level, of course, multiple levels or completely unconscious levels, as will be all the people around you. It's working differently for every person. So the essential thing is that ascendancy of self, Aries, blending with the ascendancy of spirit, Neptune. Yes, it can be extreme in its idealism and also in its hope and zest for life and zest for connection to the whole. I'm getting to my point, I swear. Here's that beautiful piece of wisdom. Transcendence is not ascension. It is about being whole. I read that in a tarot deck guidebook by John Matthews. It is so true. So transcendence is not ascension. It is about being whole. This is so fitting right now. You don't need a guru, and there will be plenty of them popping up in the following 15 years, mark my words. You don't need a leader. Many spiritual leaders will rise, but you only need yourself. Only you, Aries self, can connect yourself to the wholeness of your being, wholeness of your psyche. And anybody or any company, institution, belief system that tells people otherwise will be revealed as untrustworthy and false in a very forthright way, Aries. So whatever higher power you have is likely to now shift more inwards, to revolve around yourself. And that's what Neptune in Aries can truly gift you. You can receive and encounter an enhanced energetic knowledge, wisdom, experience, and talent that they're likely to come through to you. And this can be via something as basic and empowering as making yourself the center of your spiritual worship in a healthy way, not an egoic way, that is unconditionally loving and accepting the self and all its parts. This can be the energy of the unification of self as well, connecting to spirit, soul, source, energy, deity, what have you, through that authentic, potent connection to the true inner self. This is what is also directly linked here to your ability to release those old paradigms that I spoke about with that Pisces energy that is still ongoing. It's all endings and beginnings here. This could be the ending of a parts, or significant amounts of your sense of self and identity. This is where it can get disorienting when the unknown just yawns before you. This can be even frightening here. We can go into survival mode because this is Aries. It's about that base chakra, your instincts. Neptune advises to trust. Trust that your true inner self and your true higher self, it's eternal and it can be trusted to guide you, to lead you, Aries. If you attune yourself to it, listen to it, really hear it. What is your soul self saying? Go within authentic self to find out that is what will put you in touch with how to proceed in your life, in your situation, whatever you're going through.